with your Week 7 preview for the NFL. I'm Eli.
I'm Jimmy.
Let's get right into it. Let's look at these after 6 weeks power rankings. Yeah, let's not do that because they sucked. Let's just make our own.
Let's make our own. Yeah.
So
because the NFL doesn't know how to make power rankings. It's pretty abysmal.
me and Jimmy just didn't agree with them whatsoever. So we made our own.
Yeah.
We'll start at the bottom.
But the Dolphins, respectable, they are the worst team in the NFL, and will be probably the rest of the season.
And right behind them, the second worst team in the NFL, the Bengals.
Yes, sir. Of course, the two winless teams should be at the bottom, regardless. I don't care what you say.
Yes.
And we got the Redskins at 30. They just beat the Dolphins, so. Woo.
Woo! And then right after that, and 29th, we have the Falcons.
They're bad. They were. How did they do so good? What? A couple years ago? They were like.
I don't know. They're just, besides Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, they don't really have anything.
Their team hasn't changed though that much. It's like so weird. Oh well, I really don't care. Then we got the Buccaneers at 28. Yeah. The Buccaneers
And
are
then
also just not good.
Had to give the Jets a couple spots, put them at 27.
They did get a win.
They did get a win
They
against
win.
the Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Poor Cowboys fans over there. It's rough.
Dang. They're still not a good team, though.
Then we got the Cardinals sitting at 26. They're getting hot. I think they're gonna start turning it on. They're not gonna be. I don't know that they're gonna make it playoffs.
No.
It's gonna be.
They won't.
That's a stretch.
They won't.
They'd have to win almost every game from here on out. But they're gonna be a decent. Like they're gonna be a mid-major team. That's right.
And then we have the Titans at 25th.
Yeah.
That's kind of where they sit.
Yeah.
Nothing really
special about it.
Nothing really special.
Yeah. Daniel Jones is bringing the Giants back. He's rising through the ranks now. He's got them their couple wins. They're sitting at 24. That's all right. Yeah.
We're still in the kind of like the teams. Doesn't really matter. But and then at 23rd we got the Chargers. I don't know. They kind of looked good early and then kind of just progressively gone down in the rankings.
They started off hot, but it's all right. I think they're still going to be decent. It's just they're on a patch of very questionable games.
Yes.
These next few teams they're very close. Like they're very interchangeable if you wanted to be. You have the Jaguars at 22.
And I feel like they're going to keep going down with the loss of Jalen Ramsey. I think we're going to progressively see them go down the rankings and then just kind of. I'm going to guess they're kind of going to sit in like the 24, 23-ish rank and stay there.
Honestly, I'd even have them a little bit higher, but with losing Jalen Ramsey, that just puts them lower. They're just not that great.
And then we got the 21st, we got the Browns, which they have a deep hole to dig themselves out of. They've just not played good. Said Baker Mayfield, who?
Yeah. I mean,
such a good receiving core, and Baker Mayfield has just struggled.
He has so many interceptions. It's unreal. I mean, last game, though, wasn't his fault. His receiving core couldn't catch the ball.
He either needs to figure something out, or, like, if he continues to play like this, I could see them trying to get rid of him and get a new QB at the end of the season if he doesn't pick it up.
I mean, he had a great couple games, and then just nothing.
Yeah.
It's just rough. Then we have the Broncos that are not doing bad. Joe Flacco
got an early struggle.
Yeah, he struggled at the beginning, but Joe Flacco, he's turned around. He's grabbed them, two wins in a row.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Worked their way up in the rankings just a little bit, not a lot.
They beat some decent teams. It's not bad.
And then in 19th, we have the Steelers. They're doing the exact same thing. They won a couple of games, and they're rising just a little bit, not much.
Yeah, they're
not much, just a little bit.
They're a hurt team.
They're ahead of teams that they should be ahead of.
Yeah,
but not
I think
ahead of teams they shouldn't be ahead of.
I think they're doing good for what they are right now. And we have the Raiders sitting at 18, which
I feel like I could see them going up
a
little bit before the season, but I don't see
not much.
I don't think I see them making the playoffs.
They could go up a few spots, but nothing insane.
Yeah. And then in 17th we have the Lions, which they played good against the Packers, but they're still just an team.
Yeah, I don't see how
they haven't showed us anything that puts them above being an team.
Yeah, the NFL ranked them at 13. I don't know. See that they're above all the teams that have 3 and 4 wins. It's like
don't agree with that.
Doesn't make sense at all. Bad choice. And then we have the Eagles, who are a very confusing team right now. Sitting at 16. They are what? They have 3 and 3.
Yeah. They're just inconsistent. They could be a solid team.
They could be.
But there's I don't know. And then in 15th we have the Rams sitting there. I think we'll see a jump in their spot in these coming couple weeks because of their additions to their defense.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's something they really, really needed.
So. They're like slightly lacking there, and they just got better. So they're just gonna be good for them. Cowboys, they're
sitting them at 14 because
they're kind of tanking right now. They're starting to drop. I don't know. Ezekiel Elliott.
The Cowboys are the most consistent team at being inconsistent.
Yeah, that's facts. Literally, Dak Prescott, just good, bad. So Zeke just hasn't showed up.
Zeke sucks. Zeke's like one of the worst running backs in the league right now. Prove me wrong.
Just doesn't make sense. I mean, it might not be his fault. I just might not see that he's not getting blocked or something. I don't know. I just don't see anything from him.
And 13th. We're gonna have the Ravens. They've kind of worked their way up there.
Yeah, they had from here they had a mid-season like kind of fallout, and then they
looked like they were gonna fall out, and they definitely picked themselves back.
Yep. And we got the Bears sitting at 12. I think that's respectable. You know,
they've had some close games against some teams that shouldn't have been close.
Yeah, but they find a way to pull it off. Because I mean, in the end, it doesn't matter how much you win by. It's your record. That's what matters.
Their defense is holding them together.
Yeah.
And then in 11th place, we got the Colts. Let's go.
Yeah. Coming off the bye and that win of the Chiefs.
This weekend will be a good test against the Texans.
The Texans.
If we can get a win there, that'd be really nice.
This will decide how the Colts are going to finish the rest of the season now.
Yeah.
Then we have the Panthers sitting at number 10. You know, their new quarterback, he has gotten them rolling.
They have worked their way up. They were not ranked very high, and they're starting to slowly creep up there.
They start off 0-2, and then 4 in a row, and just knock them down. It's pretty solid.
And then in 9th, we're going to have the Bills.
They're a solid team.
Yeah, they're not doing bad.
They're only losses to the Patriots, so I mean that's good. I mean they haven't played great competition, but they haven't played horrible competition.
They're a team to watch and see whether they keep rising or fall.
For sure. And then we have the Texans, a very controversial team right now. I don't know, they've gotten some hot.
It'll be a good game because of this Colts Texans game this weekend.
Yeah, this. I also have a feeling that this season is decided by how they play tonight, this week. Like it's gonna. Yeah. And at number 7, we have the Chiefs, who have taken 2 big losses in the past 2 weeks to the Colts and the Texans.
Yeah.
It's just their defense is what's struggling hard. Their offense is still scoring, but they just can't hold anybody, which is a big problem. Because, I mean, when you have one of the best quarterbacks in the league, or arguably the best quarterback, stats-wise, it's like hard to lose, but your defense is whatever.
And then 6, we have the Vikings, which came off 2 really big wins.
Yeah, the Vikings they're cruising. They're marching their way up this list. They
kind of fell at the beginning and then come back up.
Yeah. And then we have the Seahawks at number 5, and they're kicking some butt.
I just want to say, I think the Seahawks are the most consistent team in the league right now.
I agree. They are. Their first 2 games, in both games, they won by 1 point and then 2 points. And then they won their next game by, I think, 1 point again.
Yeah.
So they're staying close with the teams, but they're pulling off the win every time. Their only loss to the Saints. And, I mean, the Saints are a really good squad. So, I mean, people have Russell Wilson as their predicted MVP. And I do too.
I think it could be Wilson or even McCaffrey.
McCaffrey, yeah. He's a monster. And we got the Packers at number 4.
They had a good win against rivals and then had another close win against the
Lions.
So.
Yeah, they kicked a field goal win. I mean, Packers are a good squad. They're They're just solid. They're gonna be good.
I just have this odd feeling they're gonna do the same thing they've done every year, and they're gonna get the playoffs and they choke.
Yep, that's how it goes. That's how the Packers go. I mean, that's how the Seahawks were when they made it to the Super Bowl and they tried to throw it instead of run the ball on the 2-yard line with Marshawn Lynch. That made me so mad. I was like, they could have won, but they threw it into the on the 2-yard line.
And then in third, we're gonna have the Saints.
Saints are they're tough. Their only loss was at the very beginning of the season to the Rams, which it's understandable because
I mean now the Rams are
the Rams are kind of struggling, but they're still not a horrible team.
Yeah.
The Saints, they're just cruising through everybody.
The Saints for playing this well without Drew Brees.
Yeah. Teddy Bridgewater though, he's literally a starting quarterback as a backup, but he is literally a starting quarterback. I don't know how you get from having no backup to having Teddy Bridgewater as your backup. That's just insane. That's really good. And this might be controversial, but we got the Patriots at number 2.
And at first, we're going to put the 49ers.
Yeah, the Patriots, they have not played anybody.
That is our argument for 49ers being first and the Patriots being second.
The Patriots haven't played anybody.
Have not played anybody.
Like, the 49ers have gotten some.
They're both undefeated.
Wins.
The 49ers, I just think, deserve that number 1 spot. I think the Patriots, I put it as the number 1 in the NFL because that's the NFL's team. They win all the time.
I mean, the Patriots
make them the money.
Yeah, they have the easiest division out in the league. They have the Jets and the Dolphins in their division.
Their first half of their schedule has consisted of like the bottom 8 teams of the league.
Yeah, and they've played one top 10 team in the league, and that's the Bills. And that's the Bills only.
And the Bills almost beat them.
Yeah, the Bills almost beat them. It was such a close game.
So
that could have changed the league if they beat them. But yeah, 49ers sitting at number 1.
Those are our rankings because the NFL rankings sucked.
Yep.
Now let's get on to the picks for the next week.
Let's see. Who do you have number 1? The Chiefs and the Broncos got the Thursday night game. I'm taking the Chiefs. They're going to rebound. They're not going to get 3 losses in a row. It's not going to happen.
I mean,
they're not going to lose to Joe Flacco.
If there was another team that's kind of like that medium team that's looking to make a name for themselves, maybe I could see the Chiefs losing again, but I don't see them losing.
This is not going to happen. No, there's no way. We got the Rams and the Falcons.
I'm going to take the Rams. This is going to be a win for them. It'll hopefully jumpstart them to going in a better direction.
I'm with that.
Yeah. Then we got the Dolphins and the Bills. It's going to be an easy win for the Bills.
The Dolphins are just so bad. They're not playing Josh Rosen anymore, though. They are benching him. Yeah. So we will see if Fitzpatrick can do anything for them. I doubt it, because, I mean, if Josh Rosen originally beat him out for that starting spot, Fitzpatrick can't be playing that well then, obviously.
And then we got the Vikings and the Lions. I'm going to say the Vikings win a close one here. The Lions have kept all their games close, but just haven't been able to get away with one.
Stafford, though. Stafford, he's playing well.
He's playing amazing.
I think I'm going to take the Lions on this, because you gotta like the underdogs. I mean, their record is, as we said, isn't what they are. I don't agree with that, but they are definitely a good team.
Next game, we got the Raiders for the Packers. I think the Packers are going to absolutely demolish this game. I don't know. I just have a feeling.
You see, it depends on how Aaron Rodgers is feeling at the beginning of the game. If he starts off strong, I think they'll win the game. But if the Raiders can hold them, the Raiders are going to win it. We have the Jaguars and the Bengals. And I'm
taking the Jaguars. Bengals aren't going to win yet. They're going 0-7.
I don't think the Bengals are going to win until they have AJ Green.
They're going 0-7.
They're just that bad. Yeah. Without him, they have nobody.
Jaguars
Andy Dalton's not even that good, so. Yeah.
Even with the loss of, what's his name? Their defensive player. Someone's Rams now.
What's his name? Ramsey?
Yeah. Even with the loss of him, I think they still get the win.
Yeah.
Then we got what could possibly be one of the games of the week. We have the Texans versus the Colts.
This is a season-deciding game for both.
I'm going with the Colts because I'm really hoping they can win.
I don't think I can. I think I've got to go the Texans.
I don't think it's going to be a bad game.
It's going to be a great game.
I think the Colts are still going to get underestimated through the whole season, and they're going to come in the playoffs just like they did last year.
I just can't go against...
It's always the Indiana teams.
Yeah.
They get underestimated the whole season. Nobody covers them. everybody's like, they're just another team, and then they end up kicking somebody's ball like the Chiefs. And I still want to underestimate.
But I just can't go against all the doubters of Deshaun Watson and how he's such a bad quarterback, and yet he's playing high. He's higher in the league than he's a top 5 quarterback in the league right now, stats wise. He is that.
And that helps DeAndre Hopkins a lot.
Exactly. I think they are going to pull that one off.
I don't know. I think
it'll be a good game.
I think it'll be a good game. But I'm gonna go with the Colts.
And we got the Cardinals and the Giants.
I'm taking the Giants.
I'm gonna go Cardinals because
I don't really know what to say about this except for
it's gonna be a interesting game. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how it's gonna go. It's gonna go though.
Then we got the 49ers versus the Redskins.
I take the 49ers.
They're going to keep going. Redskins, not very good.
I don't think the 49ers are going to end undefeated, but
no.
They're going to have maybe 2 losses under their games. I think they're that good.
Then we got the Chargers and Titans. I'm going to take the Chargers. Titans have been playing like absolute, like, just awful.
Yeah, I got to go Chargers too. The Titans are just not a team. They're hitting a struggle bus.
And then we got the Saints versus the Bears. I think this is going to be a 1-touchdown win by the Saints against the Bears.
I think it'll be a close game. I do think the Saints are going to win. I don't know that it'll be by just 1 touchdown. I think it might be a touchdown and a field goal maybe. But it'll be close. Like, it won't be a blowout, that's for sure.
Then we got the Ravens versus Seahawks. I think that this will be another close game, but the game that the Seahawks will win.
Yeah, the Seahawks, I have been taking this all the way. I just think that their young core surrounding their veterans of Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett's so underrated. He is such a great receiver. It's insane, but he doesn't get any coverage because he doesn't have those breakout games, but he is one of the most consistent receivers in the league. And DK Metcalf, he's actually doing really good. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I think the Ravens will be able to keep it somewhat close.
The Ravens, they're a great team, but
I think it'll be another one like the Saints and the Bears. But yeah. I actually think, you know what? Actually, in the Seahawks-Ravens game, I think that the Ravens will take an early lead, but the Seahawks will still win.
That's happened to the Seahawks quite a few times. They have been down, like against the Browns. They were down very early and then brought it back.
And then we got the Eagles versus the Cowboys. It's a hard one to choose.
Yeah. I'm going to go Cowboys. I think Cowboys.
I'm going to go Cowboys. If they don't,
I think this is going to be Zeke's breakout game.
See, it might be his only breakout game. I'm going to say that he's never going to break out, but then hopefully he'll break out. But every time I say he's going to have a breakout game, he absolutely sucks. Worse than the last game.
That's fair. Dak, I think he's going to play well, but we'll see.
Then we got the Patriots versus the Jets. I mean, another easy win for the Patriots because, they don't play anybody.
I mean, I guess they have to play them as a division game, but it's just, come on. Buff up the best team in the league schedule. They should be playing the top 10 teams almost every week. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know.
But yeah, that's your Week 7 preview. We're looking for a Week 7 recap coming next week.